best place for reading. Ah yes, we were sword fighting in this very spot.
And that time, I was the winner.
So, as your victory prize, you asked me to fulfill a wish. I remember we did something the very next night, John, but what was it? We brought a cage with us. You insisted it must be made of iron.
That's because we were preparing to hunt fairies in our garden. Everyone knows iron is the only thing that can hold them.
And I was distinctly uncomfortable.
It was a disguise, of course. Fairies are easy to scare off, unless you're incognito.
And every trap needs bait. We brought honey and a glass of warm milk.
After 2 hours lying in wait, we noticed movement in the bushes. The fairies appeared at last.
No, it was just Isolde the pig. She was lured by the smell of honey and milk, and ate every last drop. Isolde belonged to Mr. Sim in Miner's End and escaped regularly. At least twice a month we would see him searching for her all over the island. Good day, sir.
Merhaba. Good day to be alive.
And, by extension, a poor day to take a bullet. Do you know what happened here?
Officer said there was a duel, shots fired, and then that fellow took his last breath. Reminds me of last year.
So the inspectors have been and gone?
Of course. Police don't let an undertaker do his work before they've finished theirs.
Who died?
Oh, no, mister. It is not my place to say.
Not your place. Nonsense. As you say, he won't mind.
Death with dignity, that's all we can hope for, sir. He doesn't need his name out there.
Why are you just standing there?
I came to take the deceased to the cemetery, but caught sight of Mother Nature's bounty and had to drink my fill. He won't mind anyway. Let me tell you, friend, the sweet sea air, the calming whisper of the waves, it's a salve for all ills.
You mentioned a previous incident.
It was in the old city ruins. I remember the deceased was very rich. Front page news, very, very rich he was. But a coin makes a poor shield, as I always say. And who needs it when a view like this is free?
We're done.
This man is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. You know the rest.
A Webley top-break revolver. Blank cartridges filled with a wax-covered gelatin bullet. Effectively harmless, even at close range, but leaves a nice red splash on impact. Predictably, the rumours were exaggerated. The blindfold is intact, with both eyes unharmed. The bullet entered the heart at an angle, implying it was fired from an elevated position. He died instantly. A key for a birdcage? I'll take it. A blindfold, discarded or lost. The duelist eventually reloaded his gun, but all the cartridges were filled with red non-lethal rounds. Your opponent was behind you.
You know what? That Undertaker has a point. It is beautiful here.
Blank cartridges filled with red wax-covered gelatin bullets. Most assuredly non-lethal, if rather theatrical on impact. A case for dueling Webley revolvers.
Gosh, how exciting. I always wanted to be a member of a club. I bet you couldn't join. No good at following orders, are you, Sherry?
Ah, the contest then. I shall prove my blind devotion, so to speak, to their inane rules, and you shall eat your words. One chamber is empty, the others are filled with live rounds. An Amat revolver, .42 caliber. Red stains, relatively fresh.
This man is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff, bereft of life. He rests in peace. You know the rest.
I love this place. So peaceful here, yes? love this place. So peaceful here, yes? I love this place. So peaceful here, yes?
Red stains, relatively fresh.
I love this place. So peaceful here, yes?
The corner of the box is broken, likely from being dropped. The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. It may have been the referee who took advantage of the duelists while they were blindfolded. This seems plausible, but I must consider all options. What if there was another person here?
I love this place. So peaceful here, yes.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. There may have been someone else here, a fourth person waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Sometimes I think beauty can blind you. Or did he see it all around him, do you think, before he covered his eyes?
The deceased was a member of the Blind Dueling Club, hence the blindfold. Do you know of it?
Never heard of such a thing. You ask me, people ought to open their eyes to the world, not look away.
Enough tomfoolery. Give me the victim's name.
I told you that's his business, not yours. 2 men duelled, 1 man died. When you hit a rock, stop digging.
We're done. The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. There There may have been someone else here, a fourth person waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Sometimes I... Did he...
Can we please leave the nattering?
Oh, friend, relax.
There is more to this case than meets the eye. The victim fell not to his dual opponent, but a hidden marksman in the ruins. Abandon your oversimplistic ideal.
Ah, that is wrong. The man's name was Eric von Staub. I heard the officers...
At last. You may return to your vacant stare.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
Have you found anything helpful?
A contest for the guests. All the newspapers are sold out.
Can I ask you a question?
Don't be angry, sir. But I truly don't know.
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
It appears the parents are dearly missed. Our beloved parents, 1875, Baden-Baden. Rest in peace. Only German composers feature here.
Look at those vases, Sherry. Bet they cost a fortune. Would be a shame if someone broke them. I love it when you're reckless. Were those Limoges porcelain?
You have a keen eye.
Well, I suppose it's yours. Next time, shoot with a blindfold.
Good day, miss. I regret to disturb you at this tragic time, but could you spare a moment?
Oh, officer. I've been waiting.
A horrible place. I should introduce you to the Undertaker. But first, you and I... I am Officer Holmes. I take it you...
Oh, pardon me.
My deepest condolences, Miss von Staub. Your brother's body will be returned to you shortly. Nevertheless, there remain some formalities.
Oh,
Forgive my intrusion, but I must inquire about...
Oh, I have a weak disposition. It is not so bad, but my skin marks more.
But, Miss von Staub, I can tell you suffer...
I have nothing more to add, Officer Holmes.
Do you know if Mr. von Staub had any enemies?
Enemies? I don't know. He and I did not... My brother's only guests were his friendly contests, but I was not allowed to participate. I merely heard it all.
Contests?
Eric would practice shooting on the patio, and occasionally friends would join him, but I couldn't tell you if they have...
Where were you when your brother died, Miss von Staub?
I was here painting Eric's portrait. My God, you could have asked the servants.
Alas, I needed to hear it from your lips. May I take a look at Mr. von Staub's room? His person...
Please do.
Are you able to help me?
I'm sorry, but I can't help, officer.
Are you able to help me?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
An ointment by a Dr. Herbert with a lavender and pine scent. A handsome portrait of Eric. Miss von Staub does have talent. The rounds have been emptied. The black paint looks thick. It's been mixed with something. Excellent score. The end and the beginning. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. a wealthy man in his 60s. Sir Barnaby Boddington, 1879. A typical crest for a league or a guild. Club headquarters, 190th anniversary celebration. This whip is well loved and well used. Is this familiar to you?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir. Good day, officer.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
I found burnt letters.
To me?
They appear to be from some of your suitors.
I didn't. I didn't even know about them.
One of the revolver cases...
I'm not permitted in Eric's quarters.
It seems you and Mr. Boddington were to be engaged.
Mr. Boddington is... not how I had... I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
There is an unfinished portrait of your brother in your room. Why did you add gunpowder to your...
You entered my room?
It is standard procedure, Miss von Staub. Now,
Eric's art was his shooting, and this painting is my tribute to him. It felt... Oh, please, let me mourn my brother. Oh, please, let me mourn my brother.
Pew, 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 pew.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Did you hear the signal?